difference between a dream and achieving it is that you have to wake up. Wake up to inspiration, motivation, and acceleration. Gain momentum. Listen to Mortal Expedition with the Oracle. Mortal Expedition.
So this morning, I want to look at my transition. And I'm sure you have your journey as well, moving from place to place, phase to phase, and just moving. And understanding how the different places you move through have different demands on you. It's no secret that every now and then, I move from one show to another. It's happening right now. People that listen to Nigerian Food hear my voice mainly at night on Let's Talk. But for today and the remaining part of this week, you're going to hear the voice on the Morning Crossfire. At other times, I may be broadcasting on a different time frame. And as I'm moving from place to place, the responsibility is different. But the most important thing I must understand is the season. That's the most important. You know why? If I'm doing morning, I must understand that there is a time to wake up and a time to sleep. I cannot take the mentality of the night show into the morning show. Because if I'm on the night show, I'll be asleep at this time. So what that means is that your sleeping time is another person's waking time. Think about it. There was a time in your life maybe you were jobless, unemployed. You didn't have to wake early. Or you had a job that did not require you being out of the house at a particular time. Now, things are a bit different. You have to leave at a particular time to get somewhere at a particular time. You cannot take the mentality of the previous phase in your life into the new one because you fail. You're solving an equation with an old formula. It doesn't work. So the new seasons in your life will have new demands. The new seasons in your life will require new responsibilities. And your action in the new season will be based on the roles you've been given. So even though I'm going to be speaking English all the way till 9 a.m., on another day, I might not be here to speak English at that time. But it doesn't mean that English will not be required of me. It means it will be required at a different time. And so even though I was going to be on the morning show today, I approached it like I usually do for the night show. I'd rather not be here, I'd be late, or I just wouldn't do it well. So there must be an adjustment of the clock to ensure that you're capable of meeting the demands of this new season. But let's get away from Sam Oracle and radio and go to the world. A few years ago, if you had Googled the word Taliban, it will bring back terrorist group. There are lots of things it will give you. Some would say it's an Islamist religious movement. Some would say it's a military organization. But you would see that word on the side of the word terror. Today, if you Google Taliban, you see Afghan government. Now, it's possible that the Taliban were in hiding previously. It's possible they had taken just a part of the country previously. But this season has the Taliban at the helm of affairs. And so what changed? Well, time, responsibility, and definitely their action and response. Definitely. If you're talking to Taliban before, maybe you had to go look for them. Now, if you want to talk to them, you know where to find them. The seasons are different. When they had to sleep before is not when they have to sleep now. So what does that tell you? That as time elapses, the seasons should change. You don't experience the same weather at the beginning of the year as you do at the end. At some point it's going to rain, at some point the sun will shine. And you must be ready for the changes in the season. If I have a feeling that it will rain today, wisdom demands that I leave the house with an umbrella. I was talking about the flood a couple of days ago, and I'm sure it affected most of us. I was leaving the house, going somewhere, dressed. Then I remembered that the way that place is set up, it doesn't do well in flood. What did I do? I went back to the house, pulled off my shoe and wore a pair of slippers. Why? Because I knew I was going to wade in the water. I knew that when I got there, I would have to cross the Red Sea, roll my trousers, and just move. So I knew that my pair of shoes was not ideal for that season. And true to my suspicions, I got there and that's what needed to happen. Now imagine if I had gone with the shoe, maybe because I did not know, I did not remember, or for whatever reason, the frustration would have been more. You know why? Well, because I'm not ready. I'm not ready. So the question I have for you this morning is, what season are you currently in? What season is it right now in your life? How is it different from the season that you're coming from? Are you in the morning crossfire of your life, the let's talk of your life, or wherever life may position you, which you may not have any control over, but you must be ready for? What season are you in right now? That's the first question. The second question is, what is required of you of this new season? Does it mean you work longer hours? Does it mean you sleep longer? What is the requirement of where you are right now? The third question is, are you ready for it? Because even though I know what to do and refuse to do it, I have not proven myself ready. So if there's anything you're taking away this morning, it is understanding the times and seasons and your responsibility in that position. Because the Taliban of yesterday is the government of today. And what's happening in Afghanistan is similar to what just happened in Guinea. Now there are photos everywhere on the internet about somebody who used to be an umbrella holder who now is a president. Now we don't know how long that will last, but that's a season, whether or not you like it. And it will be drastically foolish of you to think that things will stay the same just because you're comfortable or you like the way things are now. Nope, time was not designed that way. Change is constant. There must be a change, whether or not you like it. You being ready is not constant. It's up to you. At some point, a child born will be called a baby. At another point, that child will be called an adult. And as time elapses, the different seasons will have different responsibilities of that human. At some point, maybe nobody expected that baby to pay rent. At another time, it will be a requirement. I'm a bearded human being, but I was not born with this beard. When I hit puberty, or better yet, puberty hit me because I didn't ask for it. Didn't even ask permission. I started to notice facial hair. Was I ready for it? Maybe not. But I'm rocking it. So what is the season of your life you're in right now? What season are you coming from? Can you tell the difference? And sometimes we move from one season to another and we don't know. Some changes, maybe you're complaining, but you don't know that the times have changed. So what must you do? You must be able to tell the times. Understand the rules of the world you're playing in. When I got the call that I'm going to be on Morning Crossfire, I didn't start asking, well, what happens on Morning Crossfire? How long does it run for? When would I? The management would have looked at me and said, Sam, are you okay? I'm like, but I don't, what? Because I understand how things work here. And if I don't understand, I am supposed to understand by virtue of being a part of this system. Do you understand what the new season brings? Do you understand the rules that you have to play by? Do you understand the changes that you must make? Do you understand your roles with the new responsibility? Do you know what the new position brings? Do you know what you have to lose to be qualified for the next phase? Do you know that the Taliban of yesterday is the government of today? And even though it might not sound good for a lot of people, it is the current reality as far as Afghanistan is concerned. Now, maybe tomorrow something else will happen. I have no idea. But if and when that happens, a new season will be activated. And whether or not you like it, humans must be ready for it. If you had told the president of Afghanistan that he would be on exile at some point, ousted by a group that has always had terror in its definition, he may or may not believe it. But that is the current reality. And so if you're learning anything from Guinea and Afghanistan this morning, if you're learning anything from Samara Kubin on Morning Crossfire this week, if you're learning anything about life itself, literally telling you that change is constant, learn that you have to be ready for whatever is thrown at you at any time. Because it's important. I'm not saying that some things might not take us unaware. We've all been there. But you need to come with the mindset of acceptance. It happens. That is why with the way the world is designed, the poetic justice, the thrills and spills, the adventure, you see that a poor man yesterday becomes a rich man today, and vice versa. Because times and seasons change. We've heard stories, and it's not just fiction, of people whose lives were changed because one thing or the other happened. And it's a wonderful story to tell. It makes for good listening. But it is a representation of seasons changing. So once again I ask, what season are you currently in? Can you tell the times? Are you ready for the season? Do you understand your roles and responsibility with your new position? Do you know what is required of you? Do you know when you should wake and when you should sleep? How long you have to push and when it's time to rest? And most importantly, do you understand that your waking moment is someone else's sleeping moment? Do you have this information? What are you doing with it? And are you willing to do what is required for the new season? I don't know, but I hope you are. Rise to wisdom. Please turn off your radio as you call me. Good morning.
Sam Tinedu Oracle, good morning.
Good morning.
Honorable Da from Ikoro.
Talk to me.
I was waiting for his news yesterday when I know she's traveling. So I want to hear your voice first.
How did you know I was going to be the one?
I know. God directed me that you come to the studio. So
Okay.
My brother, this is a season for me to change my lifestyle. This is a season for me to make money. This is a season for me to serve God. And this morning, this is a season for me to be a first caller on Nigerian Food. Thank you very much. God bless you. Let me allow that people to talk. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ida. Well played. I like how that worked in your favor. Hello, good morning. Okay. Good morning.
Oracle, good morning.
Good morning.
This is George calling from D-Line.
Talk to me, George.
I like that word you said. You said the Taliban of yesterday is the government of today.
That's right.
So let Nigeria learn lessons of it. So thank you very much.
All right. Good morning.
Sam, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, I just promise for remote man.
Talk to me.
Wow, times and seasons. Sam, you know, when I was in my secondary school days, money was there, my dad was alive. But it got to a point I gained admission into the university. Immediately I entered my year one, I lost my dad, and I passed through rigorous times in school. I never believed he would die at that particular time. I was thinking he would live forever. Even the book of First Chronicle, I think chapter 12 told us, God said that among all the 12 tribes of Israel, that he lost the children of Issachar because they understand the times and seasons. So in life, we should, if you understand the times and seasons, it will help you to prepare ahead. If you tell the PDP of yesterday that APC will take over today, they won't believe it. And even the current APC today, if you tell them that maybe another government may rise up tomorrow and take over, they won't believe it. Look at what is happening in Afghanistan, just like you said. So it's a welcome development. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Over on WhatsApp, good morning, Sam. I'm in my planting season now. Very soon I'll be ready for the harvest. I'm already preparing for the harvest season. Thank you for this nice question and wise quote. John from Diogo says. Another comment reads, thank you, Sam, for making me understand better what it really means that change is constant and that I must be ready to withstand whatever life throws at me. Times and seasons change and I must be ready to adjust to and face the challenges they bring. Thanks. That's from Guinea.
The difference between a dream and achieving it is that you have to wake up. Wake up to inspiration, motivation, and acceleration. Gain momentum. Listen to Mortal Expedition with the Oracle. Mortal Expedition.